You ever feel like people overlook you, interrupt you, or just don't take you seriously? What if I told you there are 6 psychological tricks, backed by science, that can make anyone respect you almost instantly? Stay tuned, because number 5 is something even CEOs use without realizing it. Welcome to Mind Taktiks. Here's something fascinating. Researchers have discovered that people form their first impression of you within just 5 seconds of meeting you. This is called thin slicing, and it happens completely subconsciously. That means you have a tiny window to trigger respect, or you might spend months trying to change someone's mind. So let's break down exactly how to win that crucial first impression, plus 5 more psychological triggers that make people see you as someone worth respecting. Trick number 1, upgrade your visual presence. This isn't about being the most attractive person in the room. It's about sending the right psychological signals. Studies show that people who dress just one level above their environment are perceived as more competent and more trustworthy. Here's the key. Fit matters more than fashion. A well-fitted basic outfit beats expensive clothes that don't fit properly. Think about how Ryan Gosling in Crazy Stupid Love transformed just by wearing clothes that actually fit his body. Your action step? Look at your wardrobe right now. Do your clothes fit your shoulders, your chest, your waist? If not, even basic alterations can dramatically change how people perceive your competence. Trick number 2, take up more space. This is pure body language psychology. When you make yourself smaller, hunched shoulders, crossed arms, looking down, you're subconsciously signaling submission. But when you expand your presence, you trigger something called dominance perception. Watch how Tony Robbins enters a room. He doesn't just walk in, he fills the space, shoulders back, chest open, head high. It's not arrogance, it's claiming your right to be there. Try this right now. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chin slightly, and take up the space you're entitled to. Notice how different that feels? That feeling translates directly to how others perceive your confidence. Trick number 3, master appropriate physical contact. Before you get the wrong idea, this is about brief, respectful touch that builds trust and connection. Research shows that platonic touch increases likability and trust by up to 40%. The key areas? Shoulders, upper arms, and hands during handshakes or greetings. The duration matters, 1 to 2 seconds max, and always read the situation. If someone seems uncomfortable, back off immediately. Think about successful leaders. They often use a brief shoulder touch or a firm handshake with light arm contact. It's subtle, but powerful. It creates a psychological bond that makes people feel safe and respected. Trick number 4, finish your sentences. This might be the most powerful respect-building tool you'll hear today. When you let people constantly interrupt you, you're training them to see your voice as less important than theirs. Watch any political debate. Whoever holds the floor tends to be seen as more authoritative. It's not about being rude, it's about valuing your own communication. Next time someone tries to cut in, raise one finger gently and say, "Let me finish this thought." Then, finish your point. You'll be surprised how quickly people respect that boundary. Trick number 5, praise your competition. Sounds counterintuitive, right? But it's psychologically brilliant. When you acknowledge someone else's strengths, especially someone seen as a rival, you signal supreme confidence. Jordan Peterson does this all the time. He's religious, yet he often praises brilliant atheist scientists. Why? Because when you're secure enough to recognize others' talents, people perceive you as more competent and more trustworthy. Here's the psychology. Insecure people tear others down. Confident people, they build others up. When you compliment a competitor, you're signaling that you're not threatened and that confidence is magnetic. Trick number 6, own your flaws with confidence. Nothing disarms people faster than someone who can admit their imperfections with a smile. Use light humor or calm delivery. I'm terrible with names, bear with me. Research on self-deprecating humor shows it actually boosts perceived authenticity and trust. When you're secure enough to acknowledge your weaknesses, people see strength, not vulnerability. It proves you're not putting on an act. And that kind of authenticity commands deep respect. You just learned 6 psychological triggers that most people will never discover. You're now in the top 5% who understand how respect actually works. But here's what separates the top 1% from the top 5%. They don't just know these tricks, they master the advanced ones. And I've got 10 psychological triggers that are so powerful, most people can't handle them. If you think you're ready for the advanced level, my next video reveals the 10 psychological tricks that make people instantly drawn to you. But but I'm only sharing this with people serious about transformation. Subscribe now if you want access. I'll see you on the other side, if you make it.